I'm Dicharry, physical therapist and author of Running Rewired. We're going to do a few quick little tips and tricks that you can do to make sure your gains are transferring into your form. So one of the first things I would start with is postural alignment, right? It's important to make sure that you aren't spending your time, at the computer all day long and, kind of basically hanging out in the back seat when you're standing. You don't just find magic posture when you run. So here's a great way to make sure that you can find proper posture all day long and yes, when you're running. So I want everybody to do, I want you to stand up and I want you to put one hand in your belly button and one hand in your sternum. And I want you to now go ahead and lean backwards a little bit more than usual and you think about where your weight is on your feet. It usually goes to your heels. I want you to keep your belly button where it is and drop your chest down in front. And you notice weight goes to more evenly split between the balls and the heel. And now I want you to keep dropping forward. You feel your toes kind of curl and dig in. That's a little bit too far. You want to back off again until you find that midfoot position. And now I want everybody to go ahead and stand just on one foot in that midfoot position. And then if you have got a lot of tightness in your shoulders, I want you to take your hands and I want you to go palms forward, right? And what this does, it slides your shoulder blades back and down along your body. People think that the fix for a slumped position is to arch the back, and that never wins, right? So we want to make sure that we're keeping the chest down, open the shoulders, and that's your position, right? So crank ahead here and go for a run. And do me a favor, stop after another maybe half mile or so and really think about trying to restore that position. If you notice when you're running that your posture tends to default back into an arch position, just go ahead and drop it back forward again, right? Make sure you're putting a better posture alignment into every step. And one little drill you can do to kind of help sink this in a little bit is to take your fingers, put them on the front of your pelvis right here, and take your thumb and lock down on one of your ribs. Think about trying to make a vise between your upper body and lower body, right? And just do me a favor, go for a little walk, right? And you should be able to keep everything in check. Most of us, when they walk and run, tend to want to default into, again, arching the back. And you want to train your brain to keep your torso over your pelvis to make sure you can hold better alignment. It's a great little tip and trick you can do before you run. Spend maybe 100 yards or so, just walk around like this. Don't be afraid to even run sometimes and put your hand here as you're cranking along to make sure you keep things stacked.